motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Powers through the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Durham. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Toss sweep. Trying to get it outside to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
The old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
3rd down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly in to the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And talk about a turn of events. Fourth and goal, the defense is able to step up. They're not just going to swat this thing away, force the incompletion and get the offense back on the field. No, they're picking it off, and they're taking it all the way back for a touchdown. If they win this game, you're going to point back to that play right there as the play that made the difference.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Oh, they're after him. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He's got his man across the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it 4th and short from the 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They're setting up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Yeah, and you'll get some groans from the fan base on that call. 3rd and long, you'd like to see your team air it out. I know you got the lead, but try to slip the draw play. And listen, the draw play is one of those plays, if you fool them, it might work, but it's a tough play unless you fool a lot of people.
Looking down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Let's talk talk just for a second about BYU. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
BYU 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. On the move, it's Durham. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. At the 45 on his way. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. To the air on 1st down. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. You try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Handoff from the gun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the 2nd half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. QB draw. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They have given it up on all 3 of their previous 4th down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going up top. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
LSU 21, BYU 7.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The BYU Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
To the ground with the back. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 4th down, going to the air. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good think.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
The quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU Bengals.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
BYU 7.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Martin. Fighting off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give from the gun. Running into the open space. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the toss to the left. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Martin. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now this is either a fake, the coach is delusional, or perhaps both. As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
And that's exactly what you knew you were going to get. If you're kicking a field goal more than half the field, like, you know you're going to miss. I don't know what the purpose is, but congratulations. There's a miss. Put it on his ledger.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And the quarterback takes a knee. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. I know both